Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. The movie I watched today was called Warning from Space from 1956. Now, this is a movie I've been wanting to watch again on Blu-ray because I know the Blu-ray exists and I'm very interested to see it, but that's not what this series is about. We're talking about this particular box set, so I had to forego my wanting to see this in high definition and watch what I had. And this one was on the classic Sci-Fi Invasion box sets. Where is it? Warning from Space. Here we go. I actually had to cheat a little bit on this one because you know how I say I've tried to watch it on this box set. Well, I couldn't really do that. I watched about 50 minutes of it on this box set, and then I had to watch the rest on YouTube, which the version that was on YouTube was a comparable quality to what I had here. The reason why is the disc, let me see if you can see it. I'm not sure if you can with the lights the way they are. When I initially bought this box set from Amazon, I'm not sure if you can tell, but when I initially bought this box set from Amazon, it said it was brand new, and when I got it, it was opened up and scuffed. And this disc was in some rough shape, but I only paid like $5 for it, so I was like, it's whatever. I don't want to ask for a refund. But yeah, when it came to this disc, the movie skipped. It took about an hour, but the last like 30 or so minutes, I couldn't play, so I had to watch it on YouTube. That out of the way, this movie is fine. It actually reminded me a lot of some of the movies we watched last year for the Sci-Fi Invasion. The Starman stuff, where it feels like it's part of a TV show that's been edited into a movie. But that's not the case with this one. This is a movie. And I'm not sure if I just wasn't in the mood for it, but I wasn't too entertained this time around. It's fine for what it is. The stuff that really draws me to these kind of movies was a little light. I felt like one of those people who complain about Godzilla movies. They'll be like, oh, there was only like 10 minutes of Godzilla. I hate those people. But I felt like I was becoming one of those people because as I was watching the movie, I was like, man, I wish there was more star people in this. That's the big monster in this. It's a star person. They look like Starrio from DC Comics. The movie opens up with all the star people talking, and they're sending one to Earth, and everyone freaks out when they see the star person, and eventually the star person goes back home. He's like, I want to turn me into a human, and they turn her into a girl, and it's a really interesting effect when they turn the star person into a girl. And there's just a lot of like the characters are just talking most of the movie, and this one I really felt the weight of just how little there was to the movie. It was just a lot of talking, and I just wanted to see monsters, and I just felt myself being that guy who complains about Godzilla movies where Godzilla's hardly in them. But in the case of a Godzilla movie, I tend to like the characters in those movies, especially from the Heisei era, less so from the Millennium or the Showa era, but Heisei, I love that stuff. This, maybe because I believe this is from the time of Showa, maybe this is just typical for those kind of movies. But yeah, I felt a little on the bored side, which kind of sucks because I had been wanting to revisit this one, but I think it's just the disappointment of not watching it on Blu-ray, which is definitely a me thing, and I don't want to like use that as a negative to like not recommend this movie, because I think if you're in the right mindset, this could be a lot of fun. I was bringing baggage to this movie that I don't think is right. And if it wasn't for this series, this 50 movies in 50 weeks thing, I actually wouldn't have made a video about this. I would have not have recorded one because I want to deliver a product that is worthy of scrutiny, you know. Where this, I have to record all these videos, and I can't really get too hung up on quality. So it kind of sucks reviewing this movie right now because I would have liked to have tackled it in a more professional way, but that's not what this series allows me to do, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe I might revisit it in the future with a fresh set of eyes. Just right now, I would say this is not a bad movie. I just wasn't in the mood for it, which makes kind of reviewing this stuff a little difficult. But I would say go and watch this one, even though I don't have that many positive things to say about it right now. But it's a fun, fine little flick. I'll come back, maybe in a couple of years, and I'll talk about it properly. But I enjoyed the first hour of it before it started skipping, and then I passively watched the last 20 or 30 minutes on YouTube. And that's all I have to say about this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, please be kind and rewind.